Warning, this video contains heavy spoilers. If you do not... What?
This year isn't doing well for me with animes. I did enjoy some like Dragon Ball Super Superhero, Edge Runners, Mob Psycho Season 3, Bleach, and Urusei Yatsura Remake to say the least. All of them entertained me as they should, but never amazed me. I could say the ending of Superhero, but that's just animation part. I'm talking about a great story and well-written characters that would amaze me and put me on the edge of my seat, making me click on the next episode ASAP because it's just that great. There are some animes and mangas that are like these, but in recent times, it became a bit difficult to find those until I saw this clip from YouTube. I was mesmerized with its fight scene. It was short, but man was it epic. So I had to find the title in the comment section ASAP, and when I did, I had no idea what I was in for. I'm the type of person who doesn't look at summary or any details of the story before checking it out. If majority says it's good, then I guess it's good. It's a double-edged sword experience because it could end up wasting my time watching something that is so mid and poorly made, but at the same time, blowing my mind away for something that's fantastic. Before watching this anime, I never thought of it being great or something. I just thought it was going to be a nice fun action scene with cool fight scenes and a mediocre story to go alongside with it. And I'm glad to say, I'm wrong. I could even say Summertime Render made my 2022 anime experience amazing. It gave me hope that even to this day, some studios animate great mangas for people to see. Episode 1 just blew my mind away. The anime starts off making me think it's a detective show. When I found out the truth about Ushio's death was her getting strangled and not by drowning, we start to judge everyone in the room due to this information. But all of that was thrown off the window, and our expectations for the show took a huge turn when we saw a clone of Mio getting ready to kill both Shinpei and original Mio. But that's not where the surprise ends. We found out that Shinpei's left eye can bring him back in time. And when Shinpei restarted time, holy smokes, you start to judge and doubt everyone's action, even the slightest, just to see if they are a shadow or not. Which is great actually, because the anime established how threatening the villains could be. The Shadow's plan is actually not bad. Their goal is to bring everybody that they killed to a place where time doesn't exist, meaning you will never grow old or even face death. Which is quite ironic because you need to be killed by a shadow in order to get there. It still involves killing innocent people, so it's still bad. Now, it might sound easy to beat them because Shinpei can just go back in time if they fail, but sadly, that's not the case. The way Shinpei's time travel ability works is not as simple as him going back in a specific time. Instead, he goes back hours ahead of time since he got the power. What's even worse is that he can't control it, and the only way for him to activate this is by killing himself. I love it when the creator takes the character's advantage and turn it into their own disadvantage. It's a creative way on creating a conflict for everyone, making an interesting story for the audience to look forward to. When the Shadows found out about Shinpei's ability, I really didn't care at first. So what if they knew he can just die and go back in time? They won't remember a thing. Then again, I was wrong. The Shadows leader has been tracking down Shinpei ever since they met in the original timeline. When this happened, it got me frightened. Not only is he being hunted down, but now they know how to counter Shinpei's ability, which is just by killing him repeatedly until he can no longer loop back. Yes, you heard me right. Shinpei's ability has a limit. He cannot do this infinitely, and what's even worse, he can't do this at will. That is why this is my second favorite scene in the anime. Not only did it create a time bomb experience while I was watching it, but it got me on the edge. Knowing that Shinpei's ability are very limited and all of the plans and strategies he made can no longer be repeated again and he needs to come up with new ones. And that entire concept for the final act is very, very interesting. There are a lot of things that I love about this anime. But one of them that I would love to share to you, my fellow species, is how I felt included while watching this. You don't feel like a spectator even though we are by default because we're just watching them do it. What I'm trying to say is that it feels like we're with them along their journey. We feel what they feel. When someone dies, we can feel their pain. When they're having fun, even just for a couple of moments, we actually cherish that, and that's amazing. It's just like my experience with One Piece. The reason why I love that show is because of the crew. Seeing them is comforting, like an actual home and family, and Summertime Render nailed that part. The second thing I love about this anime is Mami Hizuru. She and him is just so epic. Like, boy, she carried this anime. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the story, I love everything, but Mami Hizuru, she's like the holy grail in this anime. Jesus, she's everything I want. Like go ahead, break me. Now, now the second thing I want to talk about that I do not like about this anime was the lolly. All right. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some lollies that I enjoy watching. Good example is Anya from Spy X Family. Anya is very cute, kind, jolly. That's why I enjoy watching her. But Lolly as a villain? Man, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not falling for that, nor am I believing you that a lolly who's probably 1,000 years old or just really smart from birth is something that I wouldn't buy. Actually, I don't believe it. Even if it's a fantasy story, I just actually laugh at it. It's a total joke that you can come up with cool powers, cool looking shadows and everything, and then you give me a lolly. I was pissed. Now that was my first impression until I saw her backstory. Now I'm not pissed. I'm pissed at this guy. This guy. 4 arms but black skin. I'm pissed because he's so manipulative. He's using the lolly villain for his personal desires, which is by living for eternity. And they're not even in the same goal. She thinks they're in the same goal because he's been with her ever since. But this guy's like, nah man, I'm using you. I'm manipulating you. I don't care if you're a fetus. Give me your powers. So nah, I'm glad that he died. I'm glad that he is the main villain. Because ever since I saw the lolly, and then I saw the backstory and even more, I actually, before the backstory, I was even doubting like, hey, come on, a lolly this cute is the main villain? There's something fishy here that doesn't really work. Because, hey, the story was so solid, and then you're telling me the writer and creator came up with just a lolly villain. That doesn't add up. That doesn't connect. And when I saw the ending, everything, man, amazing. So if you made it this far and you enjoyed my review about Summertime Render, please share this anime to the people you know who watches anime as well. Tell them to stop watching Chainsaw Man, Bleach, or anything that they watch. They gotta stop watching those for a bit and focus on Summertime Render because they don't want to miss out on this beautiful gem. So yeah, please share this anime to everyone you know, and always remember, my fellow species, to stay handsome.